For most people, the grind to Unreal is underway, and there are a lot of challenges. No! 1 HP! These ranks can be pretty dang sweaty, and to be honest, even when I was in Diamond 1, I was having Unreal players in my lobby. They said they fixed it, but I'm still really not too sure. So in this video, I'm going to give you everything you need to know so that you can rise through the ranks as fast as possible, specifically how to get out of any rank. This is the strategy that I've been using that's helped me climb the ladder a little bit. If you're struggling to get kills or dying a lot like me, let's talk a little bit about how to play rank. At the moment, there's no siphon, and it could be a little challenging because third parties come in all the time. So I'm gonna be honest, at least with me, how I've been handling it is I've been trying to rotate as smart as possible and really being picky about the fights that I take. I land at my drop number 1, I try to make sure that I'm not getting conned by like 3 or 4 people. And once I survive, I kind of play a little passive. I don't just run around keying everyone, because if you want to rank up fast, it's really important to get consistent placement. I believe it's a thing when you win more consistently, you rank up even faster. So if you get on a win streak, it's better for you. So obviously, when it comes to game modes, solos is the worst, duos is the second best, and then squads is the best. But to be honest, it's still very possible to rank up in solos if you're a good fighter. But I would say for most people, if you can't get a squad together, just play duos. Since the loot pool is the same as it is in pubs, the best loadout to carry, in my opinion, I carry shotgun, SMG, or AR, doesn't matter. ODM especially, and then the Dark Vader sword. Now, when you actually kill Dark Vader, it's a different sword, so make sure you go into the portal and you grab this one. The one that flings rocks through people's builds and hits them for 120 damage. And then you carry heals. If I don't have an ODM, I don't carry a sword. I'll carry an extra set of heals and then just use my Dark Vader lightsaber. We talked about the best weapons, the best rotations, how to play ranked in general, best modes to even play. But the best and most important thing when it comes to rank is learning how to take the most optimal peaks in the game. Since there's no siphon on kills, it is crazy important to play behind peaks as safe as you possibly can. So I've been trying to go into ranked with the only mindset of trying not to take damage in my fights. It is more important than ever. I'm still not a goat at it, but in these examples I'm going to show you coming up, I'm going to teach you the tips and tricks that I use so that you can rank up faster and kill people with the absolute swiftness. It's fairly common to get lurked on in Fortnite, let's be honest. Especially with all the crazy stuff going on. When you get cracked right away, I always create these 2 boxes like this. And then since there's so many ways for people to exploit into your box now, when I see this guy trying to run in, I place a wall and go behind a right-hand peak like this. And then when he tries to get even closer to my box, I make a window edit so that he can't run right at my face. This is an example of an extremely good peak. Now, I'm not sure how long the ODM gear is going to be in here, but when there's exploits in the game, you got to pick them up fast. When you pounce on this guy, right before you hit the builds, I spam my shotgun. And then once I land and I'm keeping pressure up, when I see him place a stair, obviously he's going up. So I always look to side jump up and place the walls above me so that way I can kind of gain that piece control. I cannot describe how important doing that is. When you see a stair, look upwards and try and get those walls. This is the crazy exotic shotgun that just one-shots any build. So you have to play very safe against it. Now notice when he cracked me, I go to my 2-box strat, so that way when he grabs anything, I can create more space or look for a shot. And the most vulnerable time for someone to get shot is when they try to make edits on a wall really quick. This is what made me be able to counter that shotgun and get my slurp juice off. Now you might have saw this clip about a minute ago, and this goes to show you just how overpowered this ODM glitch is. I'd say in most cases you barely get shot as the person using the ODM. Just remember the timing right before you hit the builds. Take out your shotgun. It takes a little practice, but you'll get used to it quick. Now I'm gonna let you guys in on a little crazy strat I've been doing recently. When someone's above me like this, I'm gonna try to go for high ground, and I do this little misdirection trick where I place a stair, and then instead of ramping up, I just side jump and mantle over it. This is what gives me height and it makes the guy so confused. Now from here, you got to remember ranked mode, I don't have a crazy amount of mats, so I have to play slow. I don't want to overbuild. As this fight progresses, I know that this guy's going to try to make an edit because all these builds are his. This right here should have been a shot, and then I placed the wall. But now that I know that he's about to reset, I can go in, pickaxe, claim the wall, one shot, and then just aim for his head. Now this is how I know this guy's a good player. I'm fighting him in a 2x1, and he takes one of my double edits. Then what he tries to do is keep the pressure up by trying to take a wall here on on top of the floor that he has. That's a really good pro tip. That's why I immediately switched over to the other box and then went right back in the box where he had the wall, because that's my safest option. Now notice how I'm not chasing, because this guy's pretty good, so he should make a right-hand peek of some sorts. But if I play a better peek here, I'll be the one to get the damage first, and that's exactly what happened. Now at this point, you use the Dark Vader Force, spawn rocks from your hands, and then throw them at the enemy's box. Free damage, free. And then check me out here. I just saw him reset that wood wall to my right, so I fake like I'm going in on the left one, and then I one pickaxe swing right in his box and place a cone. This is the ultimate form of pressure right here. And then to finish it up, I push myself forward while my cone is edited into a stair, so that way I can exploit through the floor and get the kill. Showing off a little bit more of the peaks. Here I'm trying to play very safe behind my window edit. What I'm starting to learn is that it's better to be way more behind the peak than you think. It's really about extending that angle as far as you can the second you make an edit. That's what I notice pros do all the time, and it helps them get way more kills without taking damage. Here's a fight where I'm rolling up on this guy. I go all the way around the back of him because I see that he doesn't have a wall yet. I shoot him, and when I get the crack, I know that he's going to try and run. So I hope that he was resetting the wall to the right so I can pickaxe in. Notice the path I take to go into this box. I am completely hugging this wall so that it makes it a really hard angle for him to see me. When you have a lot of space like this, it's a little difficult to try and hold all your walls, right? So I run out on this guy right away, and I try to shoot him quick and then wall up directly in front of me. Now you notice if he messed up his jump even slightly, he would have got completely full clip. This move is crazy. Here's the same thing again with less space with a person on a stair, and you can see this guy's kind of good. He's waiting for me to make this edit and trying to get that shot. So I reset, change up the angle, I shoot him and instantly look up, get the crack, and now he backs off my box. Even with low HP, I'm telling you, it is almost impossible to time if you can do it correctly. Here's another really common move where I have two walls in front of a guy. I edit out the wall where I think he's not gonna be in to place a wall and complete a little half box. When I do this edit, notice how safe of an angle I played, and I lined up a max pump. So that just goes to show how important a right hand peek is, because you can still get crazy damage without them even seeing you. Here's a strategy in particular that I've seen a lot of controller player pros use, but even keyboard and mouse too, but more so controller. I got this guy on the run, and when he creates two boxes like this with no wall in between, my only goal is to just duck down, sit on the right side of this wall, and then just shove a wall in the middle of that box. Even if he edits, it's not safe because I come in with a Mongrel Classic and this guy just got destroyed. Here's the best thing to do whenever someone tries to ramp right in front of you at the start of a fight. This guy turns around with walls and everything, and I can tell that he's probably gonna build up a little bit. That's when I always just try and jump, get this little side peek shot, and then right away, even if he wasn't going up, I would try and claim the two top walls every time. I simply read where he's going and go in for the kill. A little bit of KenBeans chokes, but this is the same thing in this clip. Landing right at the start of a fight, I go around the player's builds to try and go for a quick little shot. If only the wind tunnel wasn't right here. Same thing again this time, except I get sniped out of the air. So when I hit the ground, I instantly have to box, and I'm thinking I should probably get a couple splash off. When he gets close to me, I see that he's on a ramp, and I just duck down and try and get this sneaky shot in. Now, even though I'm completely one shot, there's not going to be enough time for me to heal if he continues to pressure my box. So my best and safest chance to get this guy to go away is to hit a pre-fire, and we wrap up that kill easy because of it. Playing safe and not taking damage, this is the most optimal way to set up a box fight. See how I attack it on the left side so it sets me up with a really good right hand peek here? Now I've been in this spot a lot, so when I sat down, I realized he didn't do anything, so I shot the wall to make it weak, and then that way it's one pickaxe, boom, piece control, 166. Now I just exploit in and I get that kill. Notice the spot of which I confirm this edit. Even with confirm edit on release, I'm still not taking damage when I make the edit at the start. This peak is literally crazy, and because I did it from so far on the left side, he had absolutely no chance to shoot me back. The most common mistake in Fortnite with window edits is this right here. Most people in this situation would probably make a middle window edit. Always edit the furthest tile away whenever you're extremely weak, so it gives you plenty of time to set up the right angle. If I did anything else in this situation, I die. Now, this is a sequence of clips. I get completely shredded. I run away, and as I'm doing that, I gotta remember the only way I can stop this guy from pressuring me is to just hit a pre-fire shot. I do that, I pop a juice. Then I get full sent. After that, there was another guy that I never killed, so I knew he was around here. You could see once I take the damage here, my thought process is to make an edit that's really kind of tucked to the left. So that way he either shoots my wall or just doesn't hit me and I can maybe get a shot. He ends up dying. Now we got another guy rolling up. The third parties of third parties, no joke. Once I do all this crazy nonsense with the rocks, instead of trying to go for some edit clip, I just sit back patiently behind this very good peak and behind my cone, and I get the shot and I get the kill. Honestly, forgetting about all the kills, all that patience with the peaks is what made me survive that whole thing. This is something I've never seen someone talk about, and it's the literal best tip when it comes to getting pressured in any sort of squad game mode or duos or whatever. I'm getting sent on height up here. Check out how I go about trying to build up safely so that way I can't get shot from 2 different angles. This is a style of building that you should probably learn how to practice. Pretty much at any point in time, I'm keeping all 4 walls around me so that way I can't get shot from the sides. This is how I fight something like this where someone's aggressively taking height, and then once I create this box, I look to see which walls they're trying to be aggressive on and then go for a really solid peek. This right here is a move or a build technique that is just the most useful thing in the world. Now, I know the reason why you clicked on this video in the first place was to learn how you can rank up yourself, but just last night, Jiven and I were playing, trying to get his butt to Unreal, and he ends up going down really early. So now it's up to me to clutch up, killing the Pulse Rifle team with slurp juices and beating this entire lobby without Jiven.
He owns your tops, Ken. He owns your tops. He still owns your tops, Ken. God, bro.
Yes.
He owns your side, Ken. Nice, Ken. So much stuff here, Ken. Hold. More juice. Yeah. Nice, bro. You play flops. I think. Wait, no, you used them. Pulse rifle right next to you. Oh.
I'm scared. Taking zone.
You're chilling. 1 duo now. Don't stay in the open. Heavy snipes. You have max mats. Stressing me out. Yeah. Just straight sword it. Beautiful. That's the only duo. Love that. Straight back. Holy. I like this. He's coming. Nice. You get that guy. Keep pressure on.
I killed him.
Oh, nice. Okay, take your time then.
Let's go, bro. Let's go. One's lurking really close to you. Be careful. 80.
Getting in on him. Dead.
Okay.
Last guy.
Got wall. Let's go. Definitely not.
Oh. 98%.
No way.
Oh my God.